Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to achieve this bob cut along with the highlights. So if you're interested, keep watching and let's get into it. So what you're going to need is some bleach, developer, a bowl and a brush, and also some foil. So I typically use 20 volume developer mainly when I'm bleaching knots, but it was all I had today, so I had to use that for the highlights as well. Normally I would use about 30 or 40 volume developer just to get a faster process and a higher lift. I used about 2 scoops of bleach and I'm eyeballing the developer. The consistency that I'm going for is more of a liquidy consistency. You guys are going to see once I'm done mixing everything and what I'm really looking for. So guys, I ended up going back in and adding 1 more scoop of bleach and some more developer just because I realized that the amount that I had was not going to be enough for the job that I needed to do. Here I'm making sure that my part is exactly in the middle so that once I do part out those 2 strips in the front, they're going to be even. And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to make sure you part your wig first exactly where you want your part to be so that once you put those color strips in the front, you're going to have an even proportion. Next, what you're going to do is grab a piece of foil and place it underneath the 2 strips. Next, you're going to be applying the bleach onto the strips and just make sure you saturate the hair very well with the bleach so that every single strand gets bleached. I hope that makes sense, guys. Now, if you can see what I'm actually doing at the top there, I'm not applying the bleach at the top like how I was doing with the rest of the hair. I'm actually feathering it so that it looks a little less harsh. I'm feathering on the bleach so it looks a little less harsh and it looks a little more natural, so that the transition from the black to the blonde is going to look a lot more natural. So that's what you want to do. You want to feather the application on top, and then after you're done, you're just going to close up the foil and move on to the next parts. To part this next section where you're going to put the highlights, you're going to do basically like an in and out kind of sectioning. So what I'm doing is I'm going in, going out, skip, going in, going out, skip. So that's basically what I'm doing. And you can see how I skipped the first part just because, as you can see, there's the color strips right there. So that first part that's on the that I laid down, I'm not going to be coloring that, as you can see. And then there's the next section that I will be coloring, the next one I'm not coloring, and the next one I'm going to be coloring. So that goes the skip, grab, which is, you know, in, out, in, out. And then now what you're going to do is you're going to apply the bleach. Make sure you saturate it like you did for the front well. And I slowed it down for you guys so you can really see how I feathered the top. It's pretty much repetitive from here. You're going to close up the foil and repeat on the next side, so on and so forth. So just keep watching and you guys will see. Alright guys, so we've reached the back of the wig and we're not going to actually bleach any pieces from the lace. We're just going to do the tracks. We're going to take about 3 pieces from 2 tracks worth, and we're going to do the in and out motion and go ahead and bleach it the same way as we bleached everywhere else. Once you're done bleaching, you're going to go ahead and cover everything up and let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. This is what my color is looking like right now. I'm going to let it sit for those 15 to 20 minutes that I mentioned, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys. Alright guys, so it's been 20 minutes and this is the result of my bleaching. I like exactly how it is, so now I'm going to go ahead and wash it. Once I rinse out the bleach, I'm going to go ahead and put Shimmer Light shampoo and condition it afterwards as well, and then come back. Alright guys, so this is what the highlights look like after I wash it while they're still wet. I'm going to go ahead and blow dry them and come back and show you guys what everything looks like nice and dry. And then we're going to go ahead and straighten and start cutting. Alright guys, so the wig is nice and dry. Look at how nice and vibrant the colors are. You can see the little highlights. You got a little low lights going on in there as well. And so now we're gonna go ahead and straighten the hair so we can cut it accurately into a nice bob. Okay guys, I'm using my handy dandy olive oil heat protector serum to go ahead and protect the hair, and then I'm gonna go ahead and straighten the entire thing. I'm sure you guys know how to straighten, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward through this entire process so we can get to the part of cutting this bob. Okay, cooking soda. If you guys are wondering where I actually got this wig from and where the bundles came from, it actually came from me. You guys can check out my hair page in the description box below. It's at Laid to Impress Collections. So guys, if you are interested in some bundles, a custom made wig, or even a custom braided wig, you can check out at Laid to Impress Collections, my wig page. And also you can hit me up in my DMs if you would like more information. Alright guys, so the hair is finally straight. Now let's begin the cutting process. Okay, so now to cut the wig, what you're going to need is a pair of scissors, a scrunchie or a rubber band, and a measuring tape. Now the measuring tape is to see exactly how long you want your wig to be and where you want it to, where you're going to cut it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So watch how I'm doing. I'm going to use the measuring tape to see how long I'm going to want my wig to be. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my scrunchie, tie her up in the back, exactly in the middle as a low ponytail, and pull her down to exactly where I wanted that length to be. Next, I'm going to grab some scissors and go ahead and chop her up. Hold that ponytail really, really tight so it doesn't move and it doesn't make it uneven. Once you've gone ahead and chopped through the ponytail, what you want to do now is get your scissors and go back over your cut. You want to make sure that each side is exactly equal, and you know, you're just chopping up whatever little mistakes are there, making sure that you know your cut looks professional and it looks even, guys. My right side is a little bit longer than my left side, but using this comb is not really working to guide me because the hair is not it's not being held strong enough for me to cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use my hands to do it so that I have a stronger and sturdier grip, and it'll make it a lot easier for me to cut this wig. Guys, basically just do whatever, you know, use whatever method is easier for you when it comes to cutting, and just be comfortable with it. It's your wig, so you know, if you mess up, you mess up. You can just make it a little bit shorter, but always start off long and never go to the exact length that you're actually going for. Always start off long first, and then, you know, if you fuck up, you can always bring it shorter and actually achieve the length that you were going for originally. All right, Slay Nation, so the cutting process is all done. So now I'm gonna go back in with my handy dandy straightener and my handy dandy heat protector and bump the ends of my wig. Once we do that, we're going to grab our handy dandy wax stick and a hot comb to push back the front and get her ready for an install. Now that we've finished bumping our wig, let's go ahead and style her a little bit to get her ready for an install. The wax that I'm using is my Laid to Impress wax stick. You can actually find it on my website once I finally release it. The wax stick has a nice strong hold and molds and tames any flyaway hair without leaving the hair stiff or hard. Once I go ahead and apply enough of the wax stick, I'm going to go ahead and press it over or comb it over with a hot comb. That's what's actually going to go ahead and lock in the wax stick onto the hair. Okay. All right, Slay Nation, so that is the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps you accomplish this beautiful highlights on a long bob wig. If you want to see more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comment box what you guys would like to see next. I'm actually going to be posting some other videos kind of like this as well. If you guys do go ahead and follow the steps in this video and you successfully achieve this look, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye.